India is the fourth most equal country on earth, at least if you believe the Indian news media, which recently is quoting this World Bank report which shows that India's Gini coefficient is 25, with 0 being a utopian society where everyone has an equal income. Apparently it's even more equal than the Nordic countries. If I have just one thing to say to those journalists, it's look outside of a window. Now, the data that they were reporting on is based on imperfect World Bank surveys, and those surveys don't even measure income. They measure consumption, at least partially. So if you have a super rich household that isn't consuming and is like hoarding everything, that would look like everyone's consumption is the same, even if the rich household is investing and saving all of its income. Let me show you a better indicator. It's a chart by France's most famous economist, Thomas Piketty. I think you're gonna like this one. So this is a chart showing the share of income of the top 10%. You can see the liberalization of the US by Ronald Reagan, and then inequality gets worse after that. You can see Russia going from being communist, the Soviet Union, to being the oligarchy that it is today, very unequal, and that happens really quick. You see China going from being somewhat communist to becoming the manufacturing superpower of the world, which means a lot of people got very rich along the way. You see Europe, which is also getting worse like everywhere at the moment, but it's not so bad because taxes are very high. And finally, if there's any one thing that India is the best at in the world, it's having a #1 spot on this chart. The most unequal major economy on earth. Before you go saying tax the rich, remember that India's problem is not so much that the top 10% earn too much. They're probably earning less than or similar to what Europeans or Americans earn today. It's that the bottom 90% don't have enough jobs and earn almost nothing. The reason for this is because India's service sector is relatively liberal, so you have IT giants and you have financial services that people are employed in and they're doing quite well. And then you have a very over-regulated manufacturing sector, which is stifling growth in industry, which generally employs more people. It's also one of the reasons that it doesn't look so bad in China, because they grew based on manufacturing, which needs way more people employed than services. How to fix this is a topic for another series of videos, probably. But India, not equal.